Start streaming. Alright. I'm hoping that this is working. Yep, it's working. I need to see if this is working. Alright, so this needs to be put up a bit.
You do a great deal of. It's not the best we've seen, with some areas
Alright,
quite and they can break up worse on the Series S. That reconstructed nature of the ray trace reflections can be noticed here in photo mode, or just looking at it in glass. You notice that delayed trail as you move the camera, and that resolution breaks down to its base. And then when
that should be good, right?
Catches up, and that previous frame converges with the current frame into a fuller, cleaner object.
Alright, you know,
Something
I'm going
similar
to
in
mute
the
for a bit,
rasterized image
so that
also
it'll stop
uses that
echoing,
temporal AA to reconstruct
and then I can continue the thing. Yeah, okay, whatever.
Ray tracing is very a facet distortion with a good
and of course it
roughness cut
starts
off
loading
using
right as...
stochastic samples within marble, metals, and brass surfaces.
How am I
Something lower ray
offline?
trace
Wait, I'm
reflections on consoles
offline.
can actually help with it
How am I?
at times,
No,
making
no,
the
my
surface look more realistic
Wi-Fi.
with a little rougher, more diffuse
My
surface
Wi-Fi.
level than the higher, shinier level on PC.
Oh no, my
with its
Wi-Fi.
ray trace reflections.
My
But even the
Wi-Fi.
Fresnel, the expensive Fresnel in transparent reflections, is factored in, with oblique glancing angles heightening her reflection and then fading away into the objects behind as that angle of incidence is reduced. They look great, and the BD8 structure does hold a great deal
I'm gonna talk a bit
objects.
so that I can.
These are all
It says
dynamically
there's one
allocated
viewer,
at certain
but I don't know
sector points,
about
it
that.
seems. The
Oh, there's
curvature
2
of
viewers.
objects is also factored
Hello.
into reflection, giving accurate
Welcome, I
distortion.
guess.
You can see this on chairs, bins,
Welcome, I
and
guess.
every reflective
I don't know if this is
surface
a-
that
oh,
has
no,
a
it's gonna
specular
start
level
echoing.
above a certain
I don't know if
roughness
this is a good
reflects
volume.
everything
You guys
around,
can
and this
tell me.
helps
I don't
with
really.
things like bounce lighting or the colour of the floor bouncing up on tables and metal legs and chairs. Now these can be cooled within
I'm
a
not
shorter
really sure
range
where
of the
this
camera
is
frustum,
unlisted,
and occasionally are loaded without
there we
a base
go.
albedo map within, but these
YouTube's
are
not
rare on the
receiving enough
objects within the
video
BDH. The
to
blend of the
maintain.
reflective
There's
surface
nothing on the
diffuse colour
screen.
also factors into that reflection.
You're not getting
which
enough
all adds
of
to
what
the
video.
excellent physically based materials the game has. Ray tracing simply adds a great deal to these moments when you have time to notice. I must note though, the SX has some issues on that BVH level, being lost when it appears to be frustum aligned, causing your character to disappear at points or flutter past like an 80s pop video. Minor, but it is present. I tried this on the PS5, but this never occurred. So it seems to be specific to the DXR API the Xbox uses, and not an inherent Northlight engine issue. I also tested.
Oh, I
this
didn't
on
even
PC,
rename
and
the
other issue
stream.
you can notice here is you get dual reflections on the PS5 in these ray trace reflections on glass when there is two surfaces, the glass itself at the front and then those brass strips behind. So you get a double reflection in this mirror. You do not get that on the Xbox or even the PC version. So again, that does point to a little difference in terms of how they're utilizing that Northlight engine and the specific API that's being used on the PS5 around ray tracing. But generally they are very similar across the board, and as you can see with the reflections here, the PC version on the same medium settings, which I've compared here with my RTX 2070 overclocked, so it's more like a 2070 Super. The level of detail, the draw distance of those BVH objects, everything is pretty much identical. The only difference is the PC version runs at a higher resolution, probably around double, but it's hard to spot in action. But when you're staring into the screen, that breakdown of the camera moves is obviously less apparent. To wrap this section up, we can actually have a quick test using the photo mode for that ray trace reflections on consoles. When you go to photo mode, it unlocks the frame rate, so we can see beyond that 30 FPS mode has. A quick test here in this room with high reflectance, lots of specular roughness levels, and a large BVH grid of objects in the background gives us a little bit of a delta test. Don't take this as gospel, but it is a good test. What you can see here is that this scene, spinning the camera around in the same spot in this room, the Series X holds a locked 60, not dropping one single frame. Whereas the PS5 can dip somewhere between 16% and 5% delta as the camera moves around. Now remember, this is not the same as playing the game. There's no dynamic objects, there's no explosions, there's no CPU load at all really, there's no data being streamed in and out, so it's not really indicative of how the game would look. But on a pure rasterization and then ray tracing level, it does give us a view under the hood in terms of how the hardware is handling ray tracing, and that's because the more CUs and more TMUs, irrespective of clock speed, does point to the fact that the Series X should be better slightly at ray tracing, and this test proves it. But again, there's more to discuss around the APIs, the construction, and just how the ray tracing is working, but it's a good test nonetheless. Just as a quick comparison as well, comparing this to my 2070 Super, again on the same settings I can compare with consoles, again those reflections factored in, spinning the camera around in photo mode in the exact same spot. Then the PS5 is slightly faster than the 2070 Super, and the Series X is obviously faster than them both. So it does give you a good example of just how good these consoles are already at doing ray trace reflections across multi-platform titles like this.
Alright, adjustments, effects.
Call me Jesse. Jesse, full lockdown. It seems to have spread everywhere and to everyone, not protected by
my shadow thing is not here.
Extraordinarily,
That's not very good.
You are the director, and that makes you special by definition. Trench is dead. Shot. Ah.
Worth it though in comparison to the other modes, higher frame rate and much faster input times. And obviously on the S, this is all you've got. Well, it will depend on your preference. Once ray tracing is off, the game defaults to screen space reflections, which often seem more stochastic than the ray trace ones do, and they do not benefit as much from that TAA. In action though, it can be harder to notice the loss, with only certain points in the game which lack those decent cube maps to fall back on. These can stand out at times. Now, instead, the game uses sign distance fields, almost like a point cloud approximation of the surrounding geometry, and these blend with the SSR reflections on rougher marble floors or brushed metal doors. They actually come close enough to convince.
Change this.
But when you need to check your hair and lippy, they do not hold a candle to ray tracing,
prepared for
obviously.
anything, have I?
And again, though, like Quantum Breaker-like combat, it really benefits from that 16 millisecond frame cost reduction.
There we go.
As do the input time.
Okay.
60 mode feels so much better than ray tracing mode.
8 minutes
at times I actually
until the state
to
of play begins.
Over the 60 mode, as it may or may not affect you though. This might be different for you personally, but for me, I definitely felt the difference. Which nicely brings us into performance and how all versions stack up. Now, as noted, the last gen versions target the same 30 FPS the ray trace mode does, but with lesser effects and no ray tracing. The new ray tracing mode on both consoles is vastly better and cleaner, if not that much better on input times. But holding that 30 millisecond frame time pretty much all the time on the PS5, and it does that most of the time on the Series X. Except there are those deltas coming from those streaming stutters when you move into new sector points rather than in gameplay, although sometimes it can happen as you're moving around.
Bruh, did it just drop?
This is obviously largely helped by the PS5
to 29 FPS.
It's alleviated.
I'm not buying the Series X anymore. Forget it.
Something else the PS5 boost is almost half the install size thanks to
Did it just drop a frame? Like,
it only takes 25 gigabytes on your PS5 versus 42 gigabytes on both Xbox machines. Now, all versions include the DLC pack as well,
it's probably
and this translates to a smaller footprint, hardly any stutters at all.
That's probably why it's capped at 30.
With minor ones, but they can crop up more often than I would like on the Xbox, along with slightly faster loading times on the Xbox Series X. Again, minor, but every little helps. But as boring as that 30 FPS mode is from an analysis perspective, it's great news for us as we play.
Oh, the Series S is also
mode and the 60 mode on the Series X, and I'll touch on what I think is happening there.
Wow, that's like...
But the 60 FPS mode has slightly more to discuss,
half a second.
Not least of which is that Series S version. The game itself targets 60 FPS, but again, it's locked at 1600 by 900, and it does appear to have some reductions in some of the textures and details and filtering. Not a massive amount, but you can certainly notice it on cutscenes and certain parts when you're comparing them side by side. You can also notice the lower resolution, so it highlights the shimmer, the breakup, and that stochastic noise can get a little bit noisy at certain points. Specifically,
the noise can get noisy at certain points.
On a 4K screen, it
makes
stands
sense,
out much more
you know.
than a 1080p one.
That's how that works.
Just be aware. But generally, it holds on to that 60 FPS very, very well. You can run through areas, and occasionally the stuttering is pretty much identical to the Series X, sometimes worse, sometimes better, but it's really synonymous of the entire game engine running on the hardware and how it's been constructed. The Series S is a pretty consistent 60. There are points when you can have long views, lots of geometry draw and alpha effects. That can then bring that frame rate down to a consistent 40 at some of the heavier points you can see on screen, but it never really prolongs for too long, and generally you're somewhere in those mid-50s, so it still feels very fast, very smooth, and very consistent. And overall, it's a decent rendition of the game, minus those ray-trace options, but it still has that most important for me, that 60 FPS mode.
I have no idea what this game is because I wasn't paying attention to this whole thing, but it looks kind of fun. Because I get to shoot people and throw things at people. It just reminds me of Spider-Man, but with guns and you can't swing around. And apparently you can throw things with telekinesis or whatever.
Moving into the Series X and the PS5, the comparison here again is pretty.
How about a
close.
$2,000 PC?
Largely occasionally very, very minor 33 millisecond skips into the next refresh cycle when explosions happen close on, or physics collide, or objects are very heavy in the screen, and that frustum is filled with effects, alphas, and transparencies. That can cause a couple of dips down, but they're not that far apart in this fully rasterized mode. Maybe ever so slightly better to the Series X, but you wouldn't notice it outside this comparison. The unfortunate thing, flipping the ray tracing test on its head, is there is consistent stutters and judders at points throughout the game. Again, consistent in when you traverse the game, when you run through it. Most of the combat sections, once they're loaded in, stay consistent at that 60 FPS. When you're traveling through areas, you can get these stutters you can see here, and that can bring the frame rate down to somewhere into the low 40s. It can be very brief and it judders as it goes through those sections, and again, this can be frustrating at times if you sometimes get it compounded on top of each other.
3.5 minutes.
You feel it far more often than these 1 or 2 frame drops throughout combat. So it is the worst performing title because of the fact it dips down in these levels, which is a shame. But why is it doing this? Now, it's not because of that magic SSD. It's not because of all of those things that I've just spoke about in terms of the I/O construction specifically. Now, what I think it is an answer we can find over on the PC version. The Northlight engine is a very impressive engine. It's almost a perfect technical showcase of all the things the tech engineers want to push into a title. Ray trace reflections, huge physics, destruction, fluid-based simulation on alpha effects, so many particles and much more going on.
Watching?
That
Hello?
actually, it's still a CPU-bound title
doing?
often, specifically in those ray tracing modes, because that puts a much higher overhead on the CPU.
I hope
but
I
also
haven't
in the
given
game
you too
itself,
much brain damage
it can be
so
bound
far.
to one single thread. Not unknown,
Because
many
that would
titles
be
are
bad.
multi-threaded, but you have a worker thread that owns the rest of the game engine. And here on PC, you can see on my Ryzen 2700,
I just
defaulted here to
realized
3300, you can
it's
see
not
it can
even-
max out 100% at times on one
Is it even
single
showing
thread.
the...
Now, unless Remedy have made drastic changes to this construction and single
It's
thread
not even
implementation,
showing
which
the
I
thing,
highly
dang it.
doubt in the new Northlight here, then it's probably an issue that
I
carries
fixed
over
it,
to
I
the
think.
console versions. But because of that PS5's construction
think-
and the fact that pretty much everything to
think
do
I
with moving
fixed
data
it,
in
but
and
I
out of
got
a
a
load of RAM is actually
thing
taken
on,
away from the CPU. In addition to the API being slightly
notification.
lighter on that console than the DirectX version on Xbox,
Or is it
then likely these issues are not hitting it where they
Oh.
are hitting it on the Series X and the Series S.
For
Hence,
now.
we get these brief but occasional stutters that crop
Reacting
up
to
when
new
things
security
are
breach
instantiated
trailer
into RAM,
live.
objects are drawn in, areas are
I'm
closed
guessing
off
that
for kill rooms, and that's a standard practice of engines to keep data moving
proves
freely
that
in and out
security
of RAM, and
breach
there
trailer
is a cost
is
to that. Now, bearing in mind
coming
that
out
when you use
this-
ray tracing, that
this
also
stream
increases
and
the
stuff.
cost of the CPU.
State
That
of play.
BBH grid,
Oh, I forgot what I was
construction of objects
doing.
that are in different boxes that
Bruh.
are scanned when the ray tracing goes out from the screen. All of this has a factor on the game. So if we take the comparison earlier on the photo mode, that had no load on the game at all,
This
just general ray tracing and rasterization loads. Perfect GPU test. And this is the thing about the game. It's a great example of how these two consoles actually differ and strengthen in different areas. You can lose 16, maybe 20% in ray trace modes on the PS5, but you can lose exactly the same 16, 20% in these points when it's loading data in and out in combat. And it's quite refreshing to see a game that enables us to get a good view into the hardware and how it's constructed. But generally, that 60 FPS mode on all consoles is the one that I would choose. I'm not a big fan of the art style. I think it's a bit dull. I don't think it utilises the ray trace reflections very well, and it's one of the reasons why I wouldn't recommend the ray trace reflections for me, because I don't think they stand out unless you're staring into the screen and looking at them. But if you are a fan, I think there's a secret third option here for Remedy to just turn on. Based on our tests previously between the consoles and PC, I think a 1080-60 mode would be perfectly capable on both machines, with likely a very similar performance metric to that rasterization mode. But if you want to run around, shoot things, pick objects up, and then check your lippy, it might be the perfect
Oh dang, like
compromise
20
to get the
seconds,
most out
bro.
of
I
Control.
wasn't even paying
If you
attention.
like this and these deep dives into these performance analysis across consoles and that powerful PC, then obviously keep it IGN, and I'll catch you on the next one.
Dang it. I'm gonna have to... No, don't pause it. Go live. Alright. Yeah.
Some very unexpected developments in
Oh my god,
your
no, stop.
future.
I just wanna...
Shocking events that will change the course of your life.
That last part might have been a hair dramatic, but there's lots of awesome updates and additions coming to the Crash Bandicoot 4 It's About Time experience on PlayStation 5. Hey everyone, I'm Lou Studdard, creative producer at Toys for Bob. I'm here to give you the feature rundown on Crash Bandicoot 4 on PS5. That includes 4K at 60 frames per second, adaptive triggers,
Who needs
3D
4K
audio,
on Crash Bandicoot?
Let's make this fun.
It's Crash Bandicoot. Oh,
Crash Bandicoot
daily
War
dose of
Blood.
VR, what's
Crash
up?
Bandicoot 4 It's About Time. We find the evil masterminds
Okay,
Neo
is all that
Cortex
he
and
says.
Dr.
He just
Entropy
says okay.
escaping a once thought inescapable interdimensional prison, leaving giant holes in the universe. What follows is a mind-bending adventure for Crash and his marsupial pals. We designed Crash Bandicoot 4 to leap off your screen, brimming with bold, vibrant environments and characters. Crash
Is
Bandicoot
the
has
video
always looked
fine?
pretty
Because
suave.
I don't know if...
But wait until
It's
you
a
see
full
them spinning
60
heads in native
FPS.
4K at 60 frames per second. With the weight of the universe on your shoulders, and probably some errands to run, there's little time to wait on loading screens. The DualSense wireless controllers bring
Is running at a
adaptive
good
triggers to your
FPS? I'm not really
fingertips,
sure.
so you can feel the blast of Neo Cortex's DNA-changing ray gun, or feel the grip when you grapple a ton of hookshot. Hold on tight
Oh,
when you feel
wow,
the boost
so
of Crash's
amazing.
jetboard, and
I want
really feel the
4K,
slap when you vacuum his
like,
Looking to get
interactive
fully immersed in the Crash
scenes
Bandicoot universe?
on Crash
Crank it up to
Bandicoot.
11 and take your audio into an all-new
4K
dimension
120
with enhanced
FPS,
3D
you
audio.
know, ray tracing on a child's game.
Achieving the infamous 106% completion is the sign of a true Bandicoot master. But should our genetically mutated marsupial lose his way? Leverage PlayStation 5 activity cards to track your progress and hit your goals for things like time trials, flashback levels, and boss fights. I bet Entropy wishes he had that. Even bring your incomplete save over from the PlayStation 4 and use the activity cards to get to 106%. Oh, and one more thing. If you own the
more
PS4
streaming this
version
for
of the
one-
game,
for
an
fun.
upgrade option is available. Check out the PlayStation
So
blog
if-
for full details. Whether it's your first playthrough or your 100th, the's no better time to experience Crash
I'm only
Bandicoot
streaming
4
this
It's
for
About
fun, it's
Time
not really
on PlayStation 5.
something I'm doing for people. You don't even have to watch the stream. I don't really.
Welcome back, Crash. The gang's all here on
You don't
today's
need to
new
lose
edition
brain
of State
cells.
of Play.
I've already
We've got some
lost
great
all
updates
mine,
lined up
so
for you.
I don't know if it's
First,
even
let's
possible
check out
to
the
lose
latest on an
mine,
eagerly
but
anticipated game coming
if
to
you
the
wanna keep your
PS5
brain
console
cells, I
this spring
recommend leaving
from
the
PlayStation
stream.
Studios.
Hey everyone, we at Housemarque are excited to give you this sneak peek at Returnal.
It looks like Housemarque.
In Returnal, you will play as Celine, an Astra scout, who
Celine,
crash
an
lands on an
Astra scout.
alien planet, Atropos, after receiving a mysterious signal, White Shadow. Players will explore this inscrutable, dark planet in search for answers.
This
and
guy sounds like
unfold
he was
mysteries,
recording an
which
ad
may
for
point to a larger
2015.
force
What
at
is
play.
this?
Dashing and quickly
But it actually
maneuvering
looks
your
kinda
way
nice.
above and around enemies is key to survival in Returnal.
This game does look really nice. Although, the person playing it doesn't play very well.
With the large variety of enemies and the vast number of unique movesets each possess,
I'm not saying that I
combat
will play
situations
good, I'm
prove
just saying that
challenging
they
no matter
don't.
what the circumstances are.
Look at them, they're dead.
Death is only the beginning.
Oh wait, is that like the beginning cutscene where you're
Every
supposed
time
to
you die and restart, the
Oh,
world will
no.
change. The map will be different. Enemies will appear in new locations and in differing numbers. So you have to
Oh,
think fast.
so
and
you know what this reminds me? This reminds me of
Here you can see the use of the
Binding of
lightning
Isaac,
alt-fire, which is
Enter
great
the
for crowd
Gungeon,
control.
like those kinds
This
of
is
games.
one of many alt fires that you
It
can
has
acquire
the
for free.
random generating rooms with the enemies in different spots and stuff. Yeah, that actually. So it's one of those games. I'm
You
not
will
really sure
stumble
what to call
across
them, but
mysterious devices
it.
that can grab
Oh.
rewards to the player.
JRB
These
Jeb
will
said
vary from
cool.
weapons,
Thanks.
consumables,
Thanks, I
and
guess.
upgrades, and they
I
can
don't know if you're
completely
calling
change
me
your
cool,
playstyle
the stream
and make
cool,
each
the
cycle
state
feel
of play
unique.
cool, the security breach trailer coming out cool.
Besides the intense
There's
combat,
a lot of things you
Returnal
could be
also
calling
has a
cool
deep
here.
and engaging narrative.
Okay,
We
how do
allow
I have
players
more
to
than
piece
one
together
viewer?
the
I just
puzzle
wanna.
that is the story
I
of
don't
Celine,
understand
as they
that.
venture deeper and deeper into Atropos and into
Why
her
do
personal
people
nightmare.
actually watch
That
these?
can't be here. I think I am reliving my memories in that house, but
Hey guys, be sure to subscribe.
they're corroded.
10% of my viewers are only 10% of my viewers are subscribed. So subscribe right now, or else I'll literally drink water in your basement, and then I'll spit it in your mouth.
No comfort here. No safe space.
Bruh, that looks like Amnesia. That's all that reminds me of. It doesn't look like Amnesia. It just reminds me of Amnesia. I watched PewDiePie play that, but I never played it
Returnal
myself.
lands on April 30th, and it's developed by the talented team at Housemarque.
Yeah, I'm not really that excited for that one.
Next, let's take a closer
Is
look
this
at
a
a
volleyball
high-impact new PS4 game called Knockout City.
It's a PS4 game. Oh, it's dodgeball? Yeah, it's dodgeball. Yeah, it's just dodgeball, but
Hi, I'm Josh from Bellin Studios. We're an indie developer based in upstate New York, and we recently announced Knockout City, a team-based multiplayer action game for PS4 where rival crews settle their scores with epic dodgeball battles.
yep, it's dodgeball.
Knockout City is easy to pick up and play, but there's a lot of depth here for those who've got the skills. In our 1v1 face-off mode, you'll go head-to-head in a constantly shrinking battleground, relying on your reflexes and abilities to knock out an opponent.
Constantly
A well-timed
shrinking
catch
battlefield.
powers up the ball,
you say.
making it easier to land a
Reminds
hit.
me of something. Not every game
Use
that
trick
has
shots
that
to
is
lob a ball
a
over a ledge
copy.
or
I don't.
hook it around a
I'm
corner.
just like that.
Fake a throw to mess up your opponent's timing and knock them out before they can
Oh,
recover. When you're in a tough spot with a ball flying your way,
I'm
a
not gonna
last-second
try to
dodge is
pronounce
the
that
difference
name, but
between
he
getting
said
knocked out
hello.
and staying
What's
in the
up?
fight. Keep your wits about you and outplay your
Oh,
opponent. to break
everybody
the
left. Never mind. I have 0 viewers.
Let's jump into
That's
Team
nice.
KO, our
I
3v3
like
mode.
that. Wait, did they?
Teamwork
They
makes the
liked
dream
the
work in Knockout
stream.
City.
Oh my
If
god.
your crew is outmatched,
Oh my
a
god, they're so
well-coordinated team
nice.
can still dominate.
Should
We're
have
playing in
subscribed.
Back Alley
though.
Brawl, a new map that you'll find in our upcoming crossplay beta.
I'm
The
still at
special ball for this
113
match is
subs.
the Sniper ball, which
Wow,
knocks
you
off
guys
the
are
targets from far across the
useless.
map and wham! You can take them out before they have a chance to react.
What do you mean an error occurred?
Beyond
I'm just
special
trying to
balls,
look at my
each
channel.
map
Was that
features unique
terminated?
mechanics.
I don't
In Back
think
Alley
so.
Brawl, you can
Or I
hop
hope
into a
not.
tube and make a quick getaway, or
Is
use
my
them to
channel
sneak up on your opponents.
terminated?
Caught empty-handed? You can literally become the ball, a new weapon for your
You
teammate.
can become the what? What
Risk
is
it
this
all.
game?
Charge up a teammate, launch them high into the
I
air
look
with an
away from
ultimate
my
throw,
screen and I'm
they'll
here
land
and I
in a
hear
huge
you can
instant
become
KO
the ball.
explosion.
I'm sorry, what?
The team here at Bellin has been obsessed with building this world over the last 4 years. Knockout City is coming
4
out May
years?
21st, and we'd love your help in our final stretch
Jeez.
of development. Rally your crew and sign up for our crossplay beta at knockouttcity.com to
It
play
took
early
Scott
on
6
PlayStation.
years to make 7
See you
games
soon,
that are
brawlers.
probably gonna be better than this. And this is his 8th game, so I'm not sure that 4 years is a good time to make one game. Oh, sorry if I
Time for
mess up
something
your name,
new.
but
Here's your first look
Cowlin
at an upcoming PS5 game from the team at
says, yo,
Slowclap.
I'm not okay, but oh, slow clap. Oh, I thought this was like some sort of martial arts game or something. Oh, it is. Never mind. Why did he just like push his side into that guy? Like he ran sideways into him. That didn't even hit him, bro. How am I supposed to play this on 4K if I can't even see the actual contact? Chicken wings! Yeah, chicken wings! I have no... Seafood. Seafood. Just add a D to the end of that and you got seafood, man.
That was the debut of Sifu, coming to the PS5 console.
Oh, I pronounced it right first try.
Now let's get an update on Solar Ash, an epic new PS5 adventure from Heart Machine.
Solar Ash. Let's see it. Oh, dang. This art style reminds me of Journey of the Gods. I did finish that, but I never really uploaded it. It was more of a game that I wanted to play in my free time. It wasn't...
Hey everyone, I'm Alex
too
Preston,
long
creative director of Heart Machine.
Heart Machine.
You might know us as the team behind Hyperlight Drifter.
No, I do
not.
not.
I'm here to show you the first peek at gameplay for our new title, Solar Ash. Solar Ash is a huge, stylish 3D platformer focused on speed, movement, and fluidity. The game is set inside a giant black hole known as the Ultra Void, which has been consuming everything in its path. You play as Ray, a daring Void Runner who has decided to venture into this terrifying anomaly as a last-ditch effort to save her homeworld. Ray is extremely agile, able to speed across the world with abilities akin to skating. On the Ashen Clouds, she can quickly cover great distances in our huge world. At its core, Solar Ash is a game about movement, and Ray has everything she needs to flow through the dangerous and
dang. At least for this tank game, they got someone who's actually good at playing it. But jeez, or does it just look that way?
As you journey to save your planet, you'll find yourself face to face with grotesque and violent creatures.
Our combat system is simple,
fast, and fluid, built to empower.
I'm judging these games based on who's playing it in the trailer.
As you explore the Ultra Void, enemy encounters will scale to greater and greater sizes. Some of these creatures require speed and precise timing to defeat. Ray will eventually need to face the massive sentinels of this void.
That looks like Rayquaza.
Wretched, starved beasts that hold the key.
They just
to
took
her
Rayquaza, made it white, and then said, "Oh yeah, this is a beast. It's a beast." It looks like a giant Rayquaza. That's all I see in it. A Rayquaza. That's all I see in every Pokemon. I Pokemon, you Pokemon, we Pokemon, Pokemon.
Platformer. The giant spaces, the feel of movement, the flow of combat, and the high-stakes battles atop enormous beasts all come together to bring players something we think is incredibly unique, and more importantly, fun.
Oh, you know what?
This game is a labor of love for everyone on the Heart Machine team. We're excited to bring Solar Ash to PS5 and PS4 later this year.
If you're a fan of scary games, this next one is for you.
Scary games? Whoa, wait. Scary games. Oh my god! Yes! Security breach!
You were nothing. You were small.
You're small.
Pathetic.
Pathetic.
But now, you are more. Are you ready?
Yes. Oh my god. Mix of gameplay and cinematic shown. What the... Oh, what's that? Oh, Vanny. When fear takes hold. It's the actual trailer. Oh my god. Roxanne and Reality Falls. The stage is set. Montgomery Gator. I don't remember her. I don't even know how to remember she did that. And Insanity Prevails. Oh my god.
Gregory, we can get you out of here. You and me together.
There's Gregory.
They won't stop hunting you. None of them will stop hunting you.
Oh my god, that place, the area is so gigantic.
You will do as I say. You will bring me what I want. And if you fail me, then you will. Both of you burn!
Burn. Oh, what was that? Wait. Whoa. Oh my god, did you see the racing course? Staff only. When's it coming out?
There is more
No
going
date.
on here than you realize.
My god. 2021, that's it is 2021, but I want a date. Thanks.
That was a chilling new look at Five Nights at Freddy's security breach. Up next, let's take a tour
That's
of
it?
Oddworld Soul.
Okay, before I don't wanna watch anything else, but not right now.
We have to get you out.
So wait, what's that? We got the Moon Man. Dang it. Okay, wait. What is this? Oh, cameras, map, inventory, and logs. So the map, I'm guessing we're gonna get a map of the Pizzaplex inventory. We're gonna be able to pick things up. The cameras we can see in different rooms. I'm guessing we have some way to activate them. Oh, there's a battery and a flashlight. So you can either flash into the cameras. I'm guessing you can just flash. What is this triangle with the 8 in it? Also these tickets. So maybe we can see around like cameras. So okay, like we can check for animatronics or Vanny in certain places and hide. But how does this work? Because the map, I'm guessing it's that would make sense. Inventory, pick things up, logs. What is logs? I'm guessing it's like you get to see where people have been, sort of like Among Us. Like I think there's gonna be logs of people where they go in, where they exit, or just no. Yeah, there's a battery though. How would that work? Does it charge itself up when you turn it off? I don't.
Both of you.
And then we got this weird playset. And you can also use the slides because that was the scene there. Also, we got a close look at Gregory.
You will do as I say.
Oh, this is Montgomery
You will
Gator.
bring me what I want.
Wait, so the animatron. Okay, so this is the first idea. The animatronics are on Gregory's side. It doesn't look that way. I think Vanny's controlling all of them except Freddy. Maybe? Or maybe Freddy gets out of the... Maybe they all get out of control at some point and then they start helping him.
And if you fail me...
Oh, Roxy. Okay.
And you will.
I didn't see
Both
that.
of you.
Wait, he says both of you. So I'm guessing Freddy's already free. But the Moon Man... He's like a clown. He's dancing. So I'm guessing on the playset we run from him, and the actual mall we run from Roxy, and the security guard, I'm guessing, and Montgomery Gator in the golf course, Chica in the kitchen, because I saw that, and then in the employees only room, Vanny. And oh, there's Montgomery, but he's in this area. Maybe they all roam. This is confusing to me. Oh, yeah, there's another. Yeah, now Chica's out here too. So I'm guessing they just chase you out if they see you somewhere. Oh, there's a Sun Man. I feel weird saying that. Sun Man. And he's jumping. Oh yeah, the racetrack. Oh, there's Moon Man going down a slide. There's a So I'm not sure how this is going to be important at all. There's just a big window with a racetrack outside. I'm not sure how that's going to work out. Or how it's going to work. But yeah, Moon Man going down a slide. And we got Vanny. in a staff-only room with... I'm guessing that's storage. Oh, yeah, STAFF, that's an acronym. So what could that mean? I'm gonna search up staff acronym. Acronym. Staff acronym. Smart, target, activated, fire, and forget. What? That's not what I expect. Oh. Small target, activated, fire, and U.S. Army. Yep, that's the one that we're looking for. Alright, I searched the wrong thing up. Oh wait. C Stocky said, "Yo, it looks sick." Yeah, it does. How do I have 5 viewers? How do I have 5 viewers? Who are the idiots watching me? That's actually kind of insane though. Oh,
There is more going on here than you realize.
But who's saying that? And what's this purple hand? Okay. A girl going on than you realize.
There is more going on here than you realize.
It's a new voice actor or a new character. So that also, what is his hand? All right, I'm gonna focus on the hand first. You know what? Wasn't there something it was in the first trailer, people were saying that Springtrap was in it. I think this is what they saw. Cause what is that? Yeah, 2021. I want to know the month, at least. At the very least, it's already 2021 Steel Wool. I don't want to know the year. Jeez. Okay, there's Roxy, but why do her eyes? Ow, gross. But this too. This is another confusing thing. So that girl voice, it can't be Vanny. I don't think it. Oh, maybe it is. Maybe it's the security guard. Maybe it's like I think it was Game Theory said like she's switching personalities as we go through the game. So she'll be Vanessa, the security guard, and then she'll change into Vanny and the killer, try to kill us, you know? Also, it looks like there's a little mini map down here by the cameras thing. So you can see where you are relative to the cameras. This is confusing. This is all confusing to me. Like, how would you charge this thing? What is that flashlight thing for? Because it looks like the place is already well lit. The logs. What could the logs mean?
Both of you burn!
Both of you burn. Also, I'm guessing that's Montgomery. It does sound like a voice that he would make. Or that he would have.
What I want, and you...
Oh wait, you can hear his whole line.
You will do as I say.
You will do as I say.
You will bring me what I want.
Bring me what I want.
And if you
fail me,
then you will. Both of you burn!
I'm guessing both of you is Freddy. Oh, this looks sick. Yeah, it does. Freddy and George. What's his name again? Gregory. Freddy and Gregory. Moonman. Moonman! Yeah. I saw him dancing too, man. That's like the first thing I noticed that I called out. Okay. I'm guessing he says both of you both of you burn. So I'm guessing Freddy and Gregory. Well, Freddy's out of Vanny's control. And he's helping Gregory. And then there's that one person. I'm guessing it's Moonman talking. Because when it says burn, it doesn't cut to, but it shows Moonman. And both of you burn Gregory and Freddy. He's gonna burn them, you know. Blah, 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 blah. I'm guessing that's Moonman's voice. But is it possible that Cassidy has a new voice actor? Oh, it's his watch. Yeah, it's his watch.
You will do as I say.
Wait, where was it again?
Bring me what I want. And if you fail me, then you will.
Yeah, he brings up his wrist. But what? 12:09 a.m. So okay, that I just noticed that 12:09 a.m. We're surviving till 6 a.m. I'm guessing. But there's actual minutes introduced into this game, which is like, wait, how fast? Okay, so it's not that fast. Time doesn't pass by that fast. I think it's Montgomery. Yeah, it could be. I don't know though. It sounds like a Montgomery voice. I don't know how to explain it. But also it could be the Moon Man because he doesn't have a voice either. Freddy's voice we already have. Freddy, Montgomery, and Moon Man, and Sun Man. They do not have voices. Or they're all the male characters, but only 3 of them don't have voices. Okay, my brother's asking a question about Glitch Trap. Glitch Trap is in this game, but he's not in his body. He's in Vanny's body, and he's controlling her. Oh my God! I just remembered that one Game Theory episode. They're going through the emails. Like she's searching up normal things, and then she starts searching up like Glitch Trap controlling her starts searching up like how to induce self compliance and stuff. And then she switches back to her normal personality and searches help. I think that's what's going to be happening. She's going to go through like some sort of personality shift. Like she's going to go back and forth and she's not going to realize that she's looking for herself. Like she's trying to stop herself from killing this kid. That's actually I just realized that. I doubt the Moon Men have voices. Probably. That kind of makes sense. They probably don't. Vanny and Vanessa are the same person, I think. Yeah, they are. Vanny is just Vanessa in a suit. But like I didn't know if we had any like solid proof on that. But now I actually think it's true cuz she can like escape William's grasp for just a few moments even because he's searching up how to induce self-compliance because she's getting away from his control somehow. Yeah, but who's threatening to burn Freddy and Gregory? Roxy. Because it can't be Vanny, it can't be Vanessa. Because it can't be Roxy, it can't be Chica. Because they're females. The Moon Men probably don't have voices. So that leaves Montgomery and Freddy. But Freddy already has a voice. It's just Montgomery. I think it's Montgomery, but I'm not sure. Yep. Yeah, the emails from the game. Oh yeah, maybe a different character might get introduced, but I mean it's kind of late for that. We have like the full roster right now, or what I think is the full roster. Maybe it's the voice of the person who owns the hand of that claw thing at the end. No, it would be more of a glitchy voice. It like why? Have you heard the voice yet? Yes. Yeah, that wouldn't fit with that. Also, it's the hand comes at the end. And, sorry guys, I'm talking to my brother, so I don't know if you guys can hear him, but it might be.
There is more going on here than you realize.
More going on here than you realize. I actually think that's Vanessa. So So I'm guessing she escapes William's grasp and tells Gregory what's happening to her. And, like, warns him about everything. And then when she switches back to Vanny, then he'll be, like, fully aware, and that's why he knows to run and not stay still and be like, "Oh no, it's a human. It's alright." But that hand.
There is more going on here than you realize.
We've already gotten a Vanny voice, and I'm guessing the voices are the same. But they could just not be the same. Because she does sound scared, so it could be like a voice change thing. That sounded mechanical. Okay. Wait. Oh, you know what I just oh, wait. Glitch Trap controller Vanny who controls everyone other than Freddy. That's why Monty's saying says to burn them. Yeah, he's threatening to burn them because they're not complying with Afton. You know what? This arm is supposed to be black. I see that purple light on it, and that actually makes me think of Springtrap, because Springtrap is William Afton, the metaphorical purple guy inside the Spring Bonnie suit. But there's a purple light. It's a purple light, you can tell because it's shining off the ground right here. And it's shining onto the arm, and it's purple, and it makes him look purple, which raises my suspicions farther that it's actually Springtrap, Glitch Trap. Maybe it's the one from the mobile version, because there was like a weird... Does William Afton get his normal body back? Not his normal body. Does William Afton get a new body? That's not Vanessa. One that will comply with him. Is a new animatronic we don't know yet? Yeah, I mean, they did introduce it. Xenon likes FNaF. I can tell. I also like FNaF. I think it's kind of cool. I like experimenting with the lore. Okay. This is probably going to be my next video. I think the purple, oh wait, no, I already read that. Okay. That's purple guy. I think so. Maybe. I honestly think so, because there's a purple light shining on it, which probably is referencing. Let me go back to the beginning of the... What is this? Alright, I'll check that out. Look, we have a scene of Vanessa. Or the security guard, we don't know who it is. But she's checking around the mall right now. I'm guessing this is right before she changes into Vanny. Oh, wait. The beginning voice lines. I never heard them a second time yet. I haven't heard them. Me too, this will be a video. Oh, you post videos too? You know, I'm gonna say right here, since I'm gonna make this into a video. I'm gonna put Xenon Likes FNaF's YouTube channel in the description. He's a pretty cool guy. Oh wait, I wasn't even paying attention to the actual. Wait. Give me a second. $14 subs? You're actually doing pretty good. 6 views? Yeah. I don't get that many views. I'm not that famous, obviously. But, oh, hello, Hellbent. I'm theorizing about this.
You are nothing.
You are nothing?
You are small.
You're small.
Pathetic.
Pathetic.
But now.
And now.
You are more.
You are more.
Are you ready?
Wait, is this William Afton's voice? That has to be William Afton's voice.
When I first found
you
were nothing.
Oh my god, yeah, that's William. That's William. I'm calling it. William. When I first found you, you were nothing. Small, pathetic. It's William, because when he first found Vanessa, when he first got a hold of Vanessa, she didn't have much power. My other channel is 50 from 6 months. It started a month ago. Oh, dang. That's actually kind of good. Okay. That has to be William. William talking about Vanny's potential. Yeah, he's talking about what he could, like, how... pathetic. But now... You're more. Yeah, he's saying that he turned Vanessa into more than what she was before. Because now she has power, like the power of William. Are you ready? Then we got Vanny skipping down a hall. Vanessa watching us go down an elevator. She looks scared. Also, that's the first look at a human being animated. Oh, wait. Montgomery's golf course. What he could do with her. Okay, that sounds kind of weird out of context, not gonna lie. What's that? I'm guessing that's just a weird decoration. Yeah, that's a golf club. Ready to kill the kids? It held the comment for review. But I showed it anyway, because I know that you're gonna say. When fear takes hold, there's Roxy. Her eyes are glowing. She's being controlled, and reality fails. Montgomery's being controlled. The stage is set. Chica's being controlled. And insanity prevails. Yep, Freddy's being controlled. Okay. This raises even more questions. Maybe that's not them being under control.
Gregory, we can get you out of here.
Yeah, that's Vanessa. That's Vanessa's voice. Oh my god. I'm stupid. Okay, that's the security guard's voice. If she is the same person as Vanny. Okay, security guard. She is trying to help Gregory. Just subbed because IAG. Thanks for the sub. I thought laser tag. Oh no, it's a golf course. Scott Cawthon made a comment about it. He was like, just waiting. He talked about waiting until we see the golf course because it looks amazing or whatever on Reddit. I think me and Intellectual eats Vanny to win.
You and me together.
You and me together. Eats Vanny to win. Oh, that actually makes sense. Just eat the villain. You and me together. Okay, yeah. The security guard is trying to help Gregory. But she doesn't realize. Maybe she doesn't realize that she's the threat here. Monty's. Yeah, look, you can tell that this is a golf course. You got the green mats. Yes, I do have Discord. Except all my channels are dead, cough cough. Because I went too quickly into the Discord server thing. But I'm just gonna wait until I have at least 1,000, 2,000 people on my channel before I make an official Discord. Maybe Gregory finds out that Vanessa is Vanny and starts hiding from Vanessa. Yo says Gummy Bear Righty, what's up? Rabbit is pretty good food, not gonna lie. Never tried it.
They won't stop hunting you.
They won't stop haunting
you. None of them will stop hunting you.
None of them will stop hunting you. That's the last. Oh, wait.
Have to get you out by morning.
Have to get you out by morning. Okay. What if she's acting? What if she's not having multiple personalities? What if William is making her act? Oh no, but her voice would be glitchy, like the first trailer. Cough, cough. You say that means you got Dorona. Oh my God, shut up! I'm adding FNaF people to have a FNaF talking Discord server. Yes, invite me right now. I want to make game theories.
You will do as I say.
Do as I say. Give me what I want, or I'll burn the both of you. Okay, we see every animatronic aggressive except for Freddy. Like, we haven't seen a bit of Freddy in this trailer except for him rising. I'm not even sure if that means that they're being controlled. Okay. He got Dorona. Stop. Stop. Okay. Xenon. I'm going to put my Discord in the chat. Oh, it mentioned me, but
What I want, and if you fail me,
oh wait, I haven't been looking. Okay, yeah, it does go dark at times. Things do, because later on the playset is light up, so maybe you have to like power something. I think the dark voice is probably Freddy though. No, we already heard Freddy's voice. It's nothing similar to this. Also, I gotta go. If you wanna do Discord, I'll add you in my Discord. Invite is in my most recent video description. All right.
then you will. Both of you.
Burn. Yeah, he's talking to two people, and I'm thinking it's Freddy and Gregory. Because we've seen Freddy working with Gregory. Gregory be still. I think she's found us. You know, that voice. Also, if it was Freddy's voice, who would he be talking to? Because it's two people. And nobody's helping Gregory except for Freddy in this game, I don't think. Or Vanessa. But it's not Freddy's voice. I don't know whose voice that is, and I don't know who they're talking to. I will check out that video. Xenon. I will also subscribe.
Yo guys, what is going on? Welcome back to another video. And in today's video, we're going to be unboxing / reviewing the Glamrock Freddy Security Breach action figure. I also have a few updates. We made a Discord server and the link will be in the description. So join it if the link's still available. And if you need a new invite, just comment down below. Also, sorry for the shaky camera
listening to
because I recorded this when I was sick, but that's why this video is delayed, is because I wanted to do the voice lines when I wasn't sick. And it's okay, I was fine, it wasn't corona, I got tested and I was negative.
Yeah, he has no corona. Ow. The Stitch Wraith. Oh yeah, the Stitch Wraith. Bro, I just realized that on the cover of the pit, he's crying oily black. You just realized that? I got the audiobook of it. I only listened to the first story so far, but it's actually really good. And the Stitch Wraith kills people. Oh yeah, the Stitch Wraith has oily black tears. You know what I'm guessing? I'm guessing every cover has a reference to the Stitch Wraith. I'll check it out. You know what? FNaF writes books. I just searched up FNaF writes books, but you know what? Okay, wait. Number 1, oily black tears, Stitch Wraith. What is this? Ew, gross. Is this real? This better not be real. Okay. No, it's not. 'Cause that's... Yeah. Oh, wait, no, never mind. It might be real. No, it can't be real, can it? Front page of the internet. Probably not. Then we got Fetch. Oh, you know what? Fetch might have... But we're not talking about... There's no bloody mouth. I don't see any pitch black eyes. No zappy fingers. Citrus images. What the? Okay. This is interesting to say the least, to see other people. Oh, look, there's somebody who already took this apart. Okay. He headbutted the yellow thing and knocked it into the ropes in the netting. That's right. Yeah, when he like suffocated it in the net. It stumbled a little, read itself, and then arms outstretched, lunged toward Oswald. It pushed Oswald against the wall of the pit, its eyes dead as always. It unhinged its jaw to reveal double rows of fangs as sharp as scimitars. Mouth open freakishly wide, it lunged for Oswald's throat, but he blocked it with his arm. Pain pierced Oswald's forearm as the yellow thing sank its fangs into his skin. Oh yeah, also, wait. Larson looked back at the face. It had dark eyes, which one of them looked blackened. It had a terrible, terrifying mouth with a missing tooth. And somewhere stuck between the remaining front teeth were those blood stains around the mouth. Okay, we don't get a look at his teeth, but... Larson flipped to stack 5. 5 withered bodies. Oh no, I haven't seen this far yet, but you know what? He looked down and read from the top report stack. Eyes that bled black down the sides of the face. The Stitch Wraith is not human, but rather the creature inside of Spring Bonnie. That makes so much sense! It could be the creature inside of Spring Bonnie, and that's why he was... But Jake and Andrew didn't want to kill people. Went to Sarah's timeline to lay low after the incidents of Into the Pit. Could we see Spring Bonnie in this form again? After all, the 5th book is called Bunny Call. Bunny Call. I forgot. What was the cover for Bunny Call? Oh yeah, The Cliffs is coming out soon. Oh, that's what it was. It had nothing to do with it, I'm guessing. Okay. Oh, I haven't been looking at chat. I haven't read Blackbird yet. Oh, read Blackbird yet. I haven't read anything more than the first story in the first book. I don't know if it's Afton, though, because Afton was smart and that thing is barely even alive. Yeah, Afton was smart and that thing could unhinge its jaw, and Afton's a human. It could suffocate, though. Like, it could be strangled by the ropes. But there is weird similarities to the Stitch Wraith there. And Afton wouldn't have just done a full-on attack. He would have just... He wouldn't have used an unhinged jaw with a ton of blades in it. He would use a knife and stab. Yeah, look at this. Oh, and then we got my Mr. Beat shorts uploaded. If you are PewDiePie, click comment on this video. Let's check it out, bro. This is off topic.
PewDiePie, if you're watching this, I want you to leave a comment on the video. And if you're not PewDiePie, scroll down and see if he did. Because if he did, I'm gonna pin it. Until he comments, me and the boys aren't moving. We're staying here.
Comment, PewDiePie. This
Please,
is uncomfortable.
Your feet stink.
Your feet stink.
No, I said it first.
close that. You guys saw nothing. What? It doesn't think very good because it strangled itself. Yeah. Also, it... I'm not sure. Alright, I think I'm gonna end the stream here. I've spent all of this time... What is this?
We're going to react and break down everything different from anything else that Housemarque has made, which is made some really cool games, but smaller scale, sort of arcadey stuff, like high score chasing stuff. And I was really impressed with the visuals here. How about you?
Yeah, guys, I'm gonna end the stream here. Thanks for
I feel like it definitely has the spirit of the Housemarque game because this is something that they talked about back after Nex Machina came out in 2017, where they had a blog post basically saying arcade is dead, and even when these games are critically well received, people just aren't buying them, so they've moved on. And I think you can definitely see some of the arcade DNA in the combat here. Absolutely, but yeah, as you were saying.